Page 58, Raindrops. In this lesson, they're introducing you to a new type of articulation mark for music that you get to know from now on. It's called staccato. You see, in music, we have two ways we can do things in this articulation thing. You either connect the note or you don't connect the note. That's it. So far, we've been pretty much connecting the notes. Connecting the notes, that's called legato. Like a slur tells you to connect the notes, that's legato. Well, if you don't connect the notes, that's called staccato. Now they're showing the dot, and that's one of the marks for staccatos. There's others, but let's just focus on this right now. It is a dot above or below the note. It's not important if it's above or below. The point is there's a little dot there. It means disconnect the note. Now there's different lengths. Let's say I play some notes here. Let's just go here. This is legato. I'm connecting the notes. There's no silence between them. It's one and the other. If I disconnect them, that's staccato. Now, if I do a short staccato, I can do a long staccato. Doesn't matter. That's interpretation. The point is, if the notes are disconnected, it's staccato. Now, the staccato that we're going to focus on is the short staccato, the short one. When I was little, my piano teacher called these hot stove notes, because if you were to touch a hot stove, you wouldn't touch it for very long, you'd get off. That's what this is. It's like this is a hot stove and you're just touching it. Now, as far as the technique goes for how to play this, there's different techniques. The one we're going to focus on now is called the hand or wrist staccato. Hand staccato or wrist, depends on what country you're from. The point is, I'm flexing at the wrist, and it's all, the arm stays still, and I'm on the key, and I'm bouncing off. I play it and bounce off. Boom, 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 here. The arm stays still. And I exaggerate this so you can see it better. It's actually a very little motion. Should do it in both hands. And that's all we're doing on the staccato. Now let's see what Raindrops are doing here. I look it over, I see it's 2 lines long, treble and bass clef, 4/4 time signature. It has a repeat sign, so it's really 4 lines long, but we only have 2 lines of music to learn, and that's okay. I see a bunch of quarter notes and quarter rests, and a half note at the end. So hopefully the rhythm won't be a problem. I'm going to take it both hands at the same time because it's only one hand or the other playing. So you're starting out in the right hand with thumb on middle C. That puts your hand here. In the left hand, you're starting out with little finger on this C. That puts your hand here. So we're in C position. Now, when I first start this, I play everything connected. So forget the staccatos. They're not there. We're just going to connect everything. I'm going to play this note and this note. There's no silence between them. You get the idea? Go through the whole thing and make sure you're just going up and down. Okay. And once I have that, then I get rid of the hesitations, so it's a steady beat. You should be able to play this without looking at the keyboard. Then we have the articulation. And that's the staccatos. Now I'm on it and I'm just bouncing off. See, I'm just... The weight is pushing it down. I'm putting the weight on that finger, but very shortly. It's just, then it comes up with the wrist. The half note at the end, no staccato there. You hold that down. Once I have the articulation out of the way, once we've covered the articulation. Now think about the dynamics or the louds and softs. They give a P at the beginning. The P really belongs in the middle between the staves. The words are in the way, so they put it up above. I don't see why they couldn't have put the P in front of the words, but whatever. The point is it's soft. Whatever you think soft is. P for piano. I guess raindrops do their things softly. Soft. And that's the only P you get. Well, once you get into it and you start interpreting and thinking to get into the music, if you want to get a little louder and softer in places, go for it. You don't have to stay exactly at piano through the whole thing. You're in that area, but you can get louder and softer as you feel it. Then the speed, moderately fast, sort of fast. Well, moderate would be this. To me, that's moderate. Fast, that's fast. So it's somewhere in between. And it's a range. It's not a set speed. It's whatever. Now don't copy me, and you notice I played around with the dynamics a little. I just experiment with things, try different things out at different times. You don't always have to play it exactly the same, and if you're going to repeat it, which I hope you do, there's a repeat sign, it's really better, in my opinion, or a lot of people's opinions, if you can change something so you're not playing it twice exactly the same way. Well, there, I just changed the dynamics a little. I did the dynamics differently the second time than the first time. Because you can't change the notes, you can't change the rhythm, so what do you change? You change the articulation, well, we're staccatos. That leaves dynamics, that's pretty much it for this one. And then the natural accents, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I mean, the left hand's getting the natural accent and the right hand's a little lighter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to feel the natural accents. Get in and feel the music. Don't just, okay, I got the notes and the rhythms all, let's go on. No. Really try and understand and feel this music. What's it saying musically? Before you even play the first note, after you've learned it now, after you've learned it, then we sit down to actually play it. Before you play the first note, you should kind of have it going in your head, getting that beat going, getting that pulse. You should feel this pulse. You're actually sort of dancing on the piano bench or chair or whatever. Not really physically moving around, but inside. You're dancing inside. And when you're ready, when you have the pulse that you want, then you just follow the pulse. Just go along with the pulse. Don't control the pulse. Let the pulse, the beat, control you. Just go. Bum, 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 bum. You know, anything you play, try and get it going in your head first and feel the pulse first before you play the first note. Now, when you're learning it, you can forget all that. You're just trying to learn it. After you've learned it, try that. Now, there's words in this. There's words in most of these things. I don't sing in my videos, so I don't really cover the words too much. But if you want to sing or somebody's around who wants to sing, go right ahead. I'm suggesting here, though, you're not actually singing the pitches. So you're not going to go like this, because this is up. You sing them, it would be like this. You're singing the same pitch twice, kid. The same pitch twice as you're going up on this, or down on this, as you're going through this, whatever. Let's play it together very slowly and check all the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts and we are going to repeat it. I'm not going to play it soft, I'm just going to play it. I don't do dynamics on these. 1, 2, ready, go.